will find out the man I'm supposed.
You're in tune to the Powerhouse Radio, linking the world to the Caribbean. Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on the Powerhouse radio station are those of the host, guests, and callers, are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The show, found on the Powerhouse radio station, can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or conditions. Opinions stated by various contributors to the Powerhouse Radio and its programming are not to be considered as endorsed by the Powerhouse Radio station. Visitors are urged to use their own discernment to draw their own conclusion. We emphasize the importance of keeping an open mind.
The Hinkson Firm's mission is to provide superior legal service in the areas of family law, child welfare law, general legal services, and mediation by keeping convenience of the client at the forefront. The Hinkson Firm's goal is to eliminate the stress of an already intense situation in your life by coming directly to your workplace and or a location close to your home for consultation, meetings, and mediation. The Hinkson Firm customized legal attention based on the needs of each client while treating every client with the dignity and respect they deserve, while fighting strongly and fiercely for justice and their legal rights. The Hinkson Firm can be reached at 470-499-4704.
Yes, welcome, 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 one and all, each and every one. Welcome, 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 Don. Blessing to you. Don says, good evening, Lady D. Williams and the panel. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Greetings to each and every one. Greetings to each and every one. Blossom, greetings. Greetings to you, Cool G. Greetings, 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 Sister Julie. Greetings, greetings to each and everyone. UK checking in. Greetings, 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 greetings. Germany checking in. Greetings, greetings. Man, I'm telling you, it is all about Reasoning Thursdays. Reasoning Thursdays each and every Thursdays. New York, big up yourself. Greetings to each and everyone listening through whatever outlets that you're listening through. If you're listening through our website, our tune-ins, our Facebook, our YouTube, we need to build up these Facebook and these YouTube channels. I guess because we're not showing our faces, they don't want to. They're not coming live that way. But greetings, greetings, greetings to each and every one. Man, we have some reasoning topics here. And one of them that I really want to touch. I'm really excited to touch these two topics. But welcome the victorious 89.1 crew. Greetings to you all as well. Dr. J, big up yourself. Massive and crew, greetings, Donna, big up yourself. Donna says greetings to all, blessings to you, Donna. Greeting, Let's Gripe crew. Greetings to each and everyone. Man, I'm thanking you all for joining us. Man, Queen, you want to say greetings to the masses?
Greetings, as Lady D say, greetings to each and every one. Welcome to another segment. I'm happy to be here as usual. So bear with us. One lady.
Blessings, the Daespecta. Big ups to you. Greetings to you, my brother. The Daespecta, we're not hearing you. The respecter, are you on
No, no,
mute?
no, 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 no. I said,
Okay.
Dan, you have to big up myself because him bring out all of the beautiful ladies tonight.
Who?
Dan,
That minded.
yes, him bring out all of the beautiful women tonight.
Oh, Suki, Suki. Suki, Suki. He's going to bring them out on Saturday too when he's on the Lady D
Uh,
show. Yes,
What you
he's going
mean?
to bring them out. He's going to really be
Yes,
singing that
indeed.
next door neighbor. Amen. Greetings, greetings, man. Each and every one. Share the link, share the link, share the link, share the link. Greetings, man. We're talking about election. Election in Jamaica. Yes, we're reasoning about that. We're gonna reason about that. We're reasoning about the unprecedented case with Jennifer Crumbly. We're gonna reason on that. Yeah, I'm excited about those two right there. Greetings. We're gonna reason on Tanya Chuckins, the judge that is going to be on the case for the Trump situation. Yeah, yeah, and we're reasoning on people's behavior, dealing with people and life via business, personal, and that one is near and dear to the big man. I know he's excited with that one. The respecter, and we have one came in the email for Trayvon Martin. What's going on and what is being said in regards to Trayvon Martin? And I'm looking for it again. And coming from Jean, no, Sandra Brown, I'm sorry. Coming from Sandra Brown. And yeah, we're going to touch a little bit of that for Sandra. If you want to submit your topics, your reasoning topics, send them on over to us at dapowerhouseradio@gmail.com. That's dapowerhouseradio@gmail.com, and just put Reasoning Thursdays on the subject line so that way we know that it's all about Reasoning Thursdays. All right? All right. So where we digging in it? Where we digging in first? Let's get a really simple thing out the way. You want to get the simple Tanya Chutkin out the way?
we good.
Yeah, let's get that out the way because that's near and dear to Queen Heart. So let's get that out the way since it's something not too drag out and long. All right.
Yeah, it's not to drag out and long, and the reason why it even came to my attention is because this young lady, her dad is a well-known Jamaican lawyer, and is Winston Chunkin, and she was appointed by Obama in 2014. She was appointed by Obama, and from then Trump was always bashing her and what have you. And she put in a brief of the case with Trump where he's trying to get immunity, against that case that's going on.
Yeah.
And the appellate court today or yesterday, decided that they will go with Tanya briefing, and Trump was denied immunity.
Isn't that something? Isn't
So,
that something? I'm wondering if that's getting ready to pave the way for him
and
not.
the person who sent me that article, she wrote on there, Jamaica little but them talawa.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it wasn't. What was Fannie Willis? Where she come from?
She was Jamaica parent too.
Yeah, right.
They're doing these
Something like that,
folks.
right? But
They're highly
so
educated.
I'm just
Then
praying that
they're
that Judge Chutkin is going to just all our little desires and things and run this case the way it's supposed to be run, right?
to
That's
run. That's
where
what I
we
say
at
too.
with it.
Well, that's what she wants, transparency. She's from what I heard of her, she's fair and she always seek transparency and she's fair from what I heard. And she really worked on this case here. I mean, this her baby.
Yeah, well, okay, because I
She,
I was reading some couple of articles when you sent it to me, in
mhm,
regards to Trump saying that you know, she's one of the immigrants that is poisoning the blood of America.
mhm,
And
yes,
so
yes.
there was some things where it was said that they want to know what Trump is going to do when he has to sit down there and look at her.
Look
You
up
know,
at
I
her,
know
yes.
he's going to turn red, blue, purple, green, and all these colors. All right. The respecter, you want to chime in?
No, sir.
Yeah.
Don't touch that one.
You're not gonna touch that one. All right, don't touch that one. Don't touch that
Touch
one.
that one. Yeah.
No, the said he's not touching that one. All right, so we'll see what color he turns when the time comes.
When the
All
time
right,
comes.
and we'll tell you all if he went purple, green, whatever color
Oh,
he
yeah.
turned.
When is that? In April? When is that case set for?
I
That's April, right?
I think it's in
I
April.
think
I'm not really sure. I didn't
April
follow
or
up
May.
the
Yeah.
time that's going to, but when the time comes, we definitely let the listeners know that watch the color. Let's see if he turned it to the green chart. Some colors,
Have
because
you seen some trickery that somebody put on the internet with Trump after about Jamaica?
no.
Oh, I saw that. Yes.
They
I
have
saw that. Didn't I send
What
that
he
to
said?
you
What he
guys?
said about
No?
Jamaica? What he said about Jamaica?
somebody got him make it seem like him actually talk about Bounty Killer Rodney Bryce and something about Macadam and then him a talk about Jamaica
They
and favorite country and his
they
favorite
were
word is
saying that.
B
Wait a
class.
minute, Queen. Wait. Go ahead. The respecter.
Yeah.
Him a talk and I say his favorite word is, bumbo class. Just people that know.
Oh,
And it's I make a mock out of the man. I use the man like him actually talk and I say them things.
Them stay there go on the sit and them soon president. They go on, I not say that word. I not say that word in Trump. All right. So Queen, you wanted to say something in
no,
regards to it?
yeah, it's a lot of things involved. Did y'all see the one I sent you, the video I sent you, where they were talking, classing it with the biblical term of that city, where they just found some caves. It's like the water drying up,
Yeah,
and they
I
found
saw
some
that.
caves.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that and I
So, and
thought,
they're associating him because they're saying that he said, that this was gonna happen or a whole lot of stuff surrounding that. I guess we can do it at another day.
yeah, we I thought you
But
sent it to me based off of mine and you reasoning as to the end of the earth, the end of the world,
oh, okay.
and the
Like,
revelation. So when I saw you
yeah,
send
when I
me,
saw it,
yeah,
I said, "Now look at this." Yeah, but it's all
yeah,
related because this man, why is he being called so often? His name being
because
called so often
he's
in so
prominent.
many different places. I
He's
mean,
prominent. He's the talk now. He's the talk right now because a lot's going on.
honey,
So it's understandable. They make memes and they do all sorts of stuff to persons whom are, on the top of their list. All right. So
mm,
that's one of the things. But yeah,
mm-hmm,
um next week we may touch that topic, Queen, with
yeah,
revelation and all of that we
yeah,
were reasoning on, because we kind of sort of, it's not that we disagree, but we didn't totally agree. I just have my
so
own opinion
agree, yeah,
on the situation, and Queen had her
right, right,
opinion on the situation. So when I received that skit from
mm-hmm.
you, I said, from that news from you, I said, oh, what she's trying to tell me, that the Bible is being fulfilled with revelations, and whatever is being dried up, and Ephraitis seeds being dried
Here
up,
we
and all
go.
these things.
Hmm.
But we'll talk a little bit more about it next week. But I stand firm on what I said. and you stand firm on what you
Mm-hmm.
say. So there it goes.
Right.
G
Yeah.
Sandra Brown submitted Trayvon Martin wasn't murdered and his death had nothing to do with white supremacy. And she wanted to know our opinion on what we thought of that headline there, that his death was not white supremacy. Did anyone want to touch that? I sent
Again,
it
that
over
was
to
put
you
out.
all.
Again, that was put out there by white supremacists. And
Yeah,
I'm
something
done.
to
That's
distract.
it.
Okay, okay. So maybe another day. It's his birthday. It's his birthday. So happy heavenly birthday to you. They are saying he would have made 29 this year. But Sandra, is it white supremacy or is it not white supremacy? Um well, you
Just
know,
just
the,
because of,
go ahead, the respecter.
I mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Just because of what that guy said, and I don't understand the law. I mean, I understand the law and certain things in life that should have taken place and didn't take place. But just because of what he said when the dispatcher said, "Do not pursue him," and he said, "They always get away with stuff." That
Yeah,
alone right there is racist and white supremacy behavior. They always get away with what just because you're black, what is he getting away with? What are we getting away with?
mhm.
So that gives them the right to go and chase him and kill him. I kind of wish we wasn't reliving this type of situation because it's hurtful every time, the memory of this young man minding his business. I mean, we don't do that to white folks. This is not an easy thing to relive, my sisters, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's I guess with it being his birthday, Sandra wanted to bring it forward, and for us to really reason on it. We all feel that it was a racist situation that happened, especially like what the respecter said, he was told not to pursue him, and the statements that he made behind it, and then it led to taking a young man's life. And it's a sad situation that Zimmerman got off on murder due to um, Florida's stand your ground law. And it's really sad. It's really sad that took place. And to his parents, whom every birthday is basically kind of sort of having to relive such a thing
Yeah.
that happened to their child. I just pray for comfort for his parents, with this entire atrocity that took place. Unfair murder of this young man, and no justice came from it. So yeah, it's sad that we have to remember, but hopefully with remembering it will bring it won't happen to another something. Ugh, you can't even say it won't happen because it continues to happen, you know um and it's sad that we have to tell
Quickly,
our
lady.
youths. Yeah,
Quickly. If it was the other way around where they're wrestling and Trayvon end up killing him, trust and believe Trayvon would have got arrested
of course.
and charged.
Yeah, yeah. That's a definite. That is a definite. Queen, you want to say something on this? Queen? I guess Queen got muted
Queen just
herself.
bite into one of our dumpling and it take a while to chew down.
You know that. You know that, sis. Definitely bit into a big
That big
dumpling
a
there.
break. A
You
dumpling
always
bread.
say a dumpling. And when she says she's making dumpling and fish, so she chewing that dumpling. Queen, okay, she'll come back when it's time for her to come back. Alrighty, so yeah, so let's move on, and that's the most I guess we can say, Sandra. It's a bad thing that happened, um, and it's so sad that know that George Zimmerman never was charged and held accountable, and I don't see where they can say the evidence was not of a reasonable doubt that he violated any statute or anything like that. So we just need to be
Can
mindful.
you all hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. You're done too. You're done.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling man, it whoop ahead. It was so good. Woo!
See, the group ahead with our dumpling. All right, yeah, real Jamaican,
And green banana and yellow yam. What? Ooh.
real Jamaican. Uh, yeah, I was asking you.
Well, you know,
I was asking you.
my opinion is racism is racism. Racism is there, it's been there, and it will always be there. Um, again, lady, yes, we talk about revelation, but like I said, we are seeing things that I never saw before or hear before. And I guess, in your opinion is that, it's through new media and social media and all that. Well, I'll give it to you. But racism is racism. I experienced it here in Georgia a couple of years back. It's there. And I mean, I don't know if that will change. But Georgia is known for it anyway. I mean,
All right.
that's
Well,
my
what
opinion.
we're gonna say it didn't happen in Georgia. It's in Florida. So, right,
But
it's
Georgia is known for it, and
Georgia
I'm
is
living in
definitely known
Georgia.
for it. Georgia is definitely known. The big old Stone Mountain tells a lot. It has its own atrocities that took place over there. And you will hope it change. Although I saw lots of changes in that. We're not gonna spend too much time on it, but I saw a lot of changes in Georgia. I remember when I came to Georgia like 30 years ago, and close to where I used to live, um I remember when I first came, there was a man that was found with a noose hanging from a tree. And then I also remembered, and that's why I don't visit the Stone Mountain. I really don't like the Stone Mountain Park,
Mm.
because the couple of my experiences going there, and that's why I have not been there for almost 20 years, is when I went and I visited that park, there was some white guys, Caucasian guys, driving around in their Jeep with a noose, and they were spinning round and around and around in the park, you know, and driving by me and my children and other persons, and it was never a good feeling. So I never really liked that um park, because I felt that at that time, uh, you know with the erotic behavior that they were exhibiting, the police, somebody should have stopped it,
Mhm.
and so I've never felt comfortable in that park, or anything such as. So I don't visit it. When they talk about
Mhm.
the fireworks and all these things, I'm just not really interested in going there. Maybe because I came in the earlier days before a lot of changes were made,
Mhm.
and my experience in there was not in that park was not a good experience, you know? Yeah, so that's why, yeah. So with the Trayvon Martin, once again, our prayers of comfort go out to the mothers and the father, the family that has to continue to
Yeah.
relive this every time someone brings it up. you know.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So moving on in another one of our, so we touching election yet? Are we going to Jennifer Crumbly? Are we dealing with people I like? You want to deal with people I like, the respecter? Because election topic gone something, and Jennifer Crumbly, I think the Jennifer Crumbly thing is something that really opens a door that I wonder if people is really ready for,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and so I want to really reason on that. And I know the respecter, you want to dive into dealing with people life, business and personal. Where you coming from with that lingua? The respecter is the respecter.
I don't know. Every time I put on the mute
Yeah. Let's stop put it
because
on
I
the
say me
man.
no want me put the mute on for one reason. Me no want make a mistake and go pump and everybody hear me go pump.
Holy the
You
gas.
are a mess.
Holy gassy.
You're a
Holy
mess.
gassy.
You're a mess.
Holy gassy. Oh my goodness.
So
So what what
uh,
what was you getting at with people life, business, personal? Elaborate.
no, for instance, I
Mm,
did that show on called Dance for the Money. And I'm
mm,
finding out people that's supposed to have my back and give me the support, families and some friends who used to be young. I know dance and I miss them. And skin up on them head, and then slide them leg wide open. And live on the beach in a them two piece. Them get attention, look attention. Now them get look older. Them a skin up their nose for certain music. As a grown man, a grown woman, you can't in a music. You can't do no music and mention body. To them, they will look down for it's a personal thing. Like it's a bad thing. Instead of giving the support that I'm supposed to give the support, it's still negative them at you. And I put me now in the position to have to explain. Listen to the tone. You used to do the same thing that young people are do. I skin out themselves a dance, and when the night done, a man in come, then realize they never get a dime to show off themselves. So now me organize something and put something together and show themselves and I love it dance. Do it that way, yeah. Make sure you do it when you can get paid. You can take care of the family and you have food to eat. Pay your bills. So me have to explain it. And you never used to step on the beach and you use two piece. You never used to have two and three man at one time. So
no.
me have to shut them up. Now me just talk honestly from my heart because I don't understand why instead of just look at the, the knowledge me I give some people. Which most people more than most women understand and support. See where I'm going with the truth. But the one them who are leak out are family members and friends. I'm happy to say what's the motive? And I back up. We're going to live in a whole life. Because me now personal for me feel that my father showed me say, not because you're 50, don't act 50. Look back to your younger days, the mistake you make, and correct them. Live like you're 20 again. Live like you're 25 again. So on and so forth. Don't live according to what the number is. Because you end up weak and lame and tired and not good for yourself. So the mindset that a lot of people don't have because they get older now. They feel like if you go on and go dead, still gonna go dead. I mean, I try to show them, say, no, sir, go. Don't let the numbers lead you to where you not go. Live your life as if you don't have no number on your age, on your life. Stop this I'm 50, so you know, part, yeah. you can still do whatever you want to do at 70, 80. There's a lot of 80-year-olds look younger than 40-year-olds. And live them life right and proper. But people, because they don't have the vibe no more of the party and show them skin, they want to tell the younger people and tell people in general, skin up and nose, like it's a bad thing you are doing. Just because you're tired of doing it, don't mean you be trying to stop other people. And as it seems like to me, you don't have no fun. And you don't want nobody else to have fun. You don't live your life. You don't want nobody to live for them life. So sometimes the best people just don't talk. They just sing and right away. Or they not do people no justice with the negative. And you cannot be positive minded and have energy and see how life's supposed to be if you want to continue to live and have pleasure of life. You have to cut some people loose when you see them come, turn your back on them and walk away. So, I'll leave it that so.
So you feel like it's the song that they don't like, or do you feel that it's you as a big man that is singing this song that they don't like?
That is a big man that sings the song. The song is nice, you know. The song makes sense. But why you sing them type of song there? And why you make video with the one girl in a look, me say, okay, we have to draw back and say, hold on now, stop. Remember you Palm Beach. You know, your two-piece. Oh, you love attention from other men. And you live your life. You never have one man and one man on the side. All of a sudden you get old and like you go on like yours. No, don't come at me with that.
Well,
you say you like the tune.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
You say you like the tune and leave it there, so. Don't try to discourage me now. I know nothing bad in the tune. The tune is educating the girl them what you like with dance. Until you dance, you love dance, but make sure you get paid for dancing. Because at the end of the night, end of the day, you need money. And people tell us that money and everything. But if you don't have money, you can't pay your bill and see. And people look down on you like, what this boy, what this girl. Because you're beg and a bar and a trust. Hypocritical people. And at times, people look people like that in their face and tell them straight up, you're drunk right now, just sit down. Don't come my way or look my way no more. I'm just keeping it real. People listen to the wrong people too much and get discouraged. Instead of encourage them, I discourage you. Instead of push and motivate them and them not do it. All the other race them support them people who are trying, except furious. Age now have nothing to do with your success in life. Or you sing, or you act. If it's a talent, a skill, allow the person who is using that talent and that skill to get to where he or she feel they want to get to and can get to. If you're not going to give them encouragement, don't say nothing. I have over 1,000 views on YouTube on my fun dance for the money. Comments, positive comments from strangers, except families and friends. The guy them a Christian now. Oh, you know what? I'm going to sit down and rat away and let me be. And everybody else out there who do the same thing to others, that them because you too. No feel no all. I don't want to dance no more. I don't want to sit down and dead. Fun. But me, I live my life according to how me feel the Father show me.
Okay, so let me see.
She said, Father, help me no Father. Bless her, Father. No, see me tired of 9 to 5. And the boyfriend them now, them nothing financially for me, Father. So, bless me now. I want to use my talent and my skills, Father. So what? She a dance for the money. Cock it up for the money. And she hit for the money. Up and down the poor for the money. Spin around for the money. One she need for the money. Say she not me under me. Alright then. She said, Father, me you they want food, clothes and shelter. Got to do what I gotta do, Father. Yes, I. So she step out and flex. Use up her skills, her talent, her good looks, her body. Alright then. She back it up for the money. Cock it up for the money. Move around for the money. Spread it out for the money. Skin it up for the money. Punch the head for the money. She assure everybody that she well want the money. Alright. See the money there. 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 Grab the money, girl. Back the money. Invest the money. Oh. Nessie said, alright then. Father, bless her and everything I do. Cause I got my youth there. I well need my help, Father. Put me in the position to live a better life, Father. She had talked to God. Got a man them can't help her. No. Boyfriend them just take from her and I give her, use her and abuse her. So what she do? She step out and fear. She a work for the money. One she head for the money.
So that's the song that the respecter is saying that he's getting a bad feedback in regards to from family members
The team is family
and
members.
from close friends.
And I said to them, I'm not turn Christian now, I'm not feeling not Christian now.
No,
I'm not old now.
but I'm on the fence. I'm listening to what he's saying, and I'm kind of on the fence, and I'm trying to put it together, put my words together tactfully. Um, I guess they're feeling like, because you're saying that you song that you put that together to uplift women, right? And but in some ways maybe they feel that you're encouraging women to go dance at strip clubs and make money, shake, use their private parts to make money. And in some ways they may feel that it may, I don't talk to none of them, so I haven't spoken with anybody in your circle, so I'm just giving you my perspective of what they may be feeling. So maybe they're saying that there's a better way that you can encourage women to go and to make money versus having them to back it up for the money and skid it out for the money, you know. And maybe they're saying there's a tastefuler way that you may could have do that. Have you asked them in their perspective how how could you have made the song a little bit different that it can it can it can it can come
Encourage
across a
them.
little bit more tastefully and encourage them in a
Well,
different way than using their private parts to make money. Use your go get some education and make money.
what,
Go
what,
go start a business and make money. But basically, and I understand where you're saying that they dress a certain way and they do a certain thing a certain way back then. But things that when you were a child you don't do anymore, you know. And as you grow up and as you mature, you change. So I wouldn't want to see a 50-year-old woman or seeing myself going to a club and backing it up and skinning it out and stuff like that. So I don't
that
think
is,
that necessarily makes you old or that you brought down because you matured, you're more mature now. When you're young, you think certain ways, and your mind not even a gravitate upon certain things. But in defense of whomever, maybe they're saying, yes, what I did was then when I was giddy-headed and I was younger, and you know I didn't know any better. But when you're older, you know better, and you do better.
Now the conversation is when I put it out, especially the video,
Uh-huh.
I attach a message to it. Ladies, you must dance. Get paid for dancing. Whatever you love to do, get paid for it. Don't just do it. And then you wake up in the night or in the morning and realize you no money. You entertain a crowd. And you don't none for show feet. You can't pay, you can't take care of you, then you can't do nothing financially. So that was the motivation. No, nothing wrong with you being older in life, man or woman, and see a situation and it draw back memories to when you used to do certain things. Embrace that and allow the person who are do it because I feel them time to do what I'm do. You had your time and you done your time the way you see forth. So if you don't want to, if it's not pleasing to you, if it's not tasteful to you, just remember you used to do that at some point or some kind of way and just walk away from that. You don't have to comment about it, say nothing about it. You don't have to listen to it or watch it. Just move on with
But we are,
yourself now
but an
because
individual is, I don't mean to interrupt you, but an individual, if worse, if you're presenting it to them and asking someone's honest opinion on something, and when a
no, no,
person gives you their opinion on it, and then you obviously don't like it, even for, I mean, then and a person is giving you their honest opinion on it, and it's because they don't agree with it. You say for them to walk away from it, but it is presented to them, and that's some of the arguments that is going on right now, even in the music industry, of what is being presented for the younger generation. And do we feel that those music are appropriate for the younger generation to encourage slackness, dung in at the throat, and skin out yourself, and for
all right.
just to
Let me
make
say
some
this.
money off of it. I mean, like, is that the direction that we're choosing for our young ones to go and to remain in, because we used to do it, and now that we've become
Well,
adults, we know that it is not the right way to go about doing things. Go ahead.
I'm a, I'm gonna say this last thing, I'm gonna hope that Dan will jump in and say something. I'm Queen. All
Uh-huh.
right, think about it this way, right? Dance for the money. Now, some people going to be offensive, get offense to it. All right. At the same time, some other good singers, great singers who put out great songs, but people gravitate to it of all age and then favorite song, and they don't look into the ignorance of it and the disrespect of it. Step aside now. Another man wants to take over. That is a huge, huge disrespect to that man who has fight for all and to his family. And him seeing wife, I see our favorite song that.
But in the midst of
The
it,
man must step aside now.
but in the midst of that
So there's
song,
many,
it's also telling a man that you don't know what you've got, so now it's time to
but
lose. I mean,
who give me that right to tell that man that him don't know him have?
because you can
That's how
see
them
how
trick
that,
the
but
woman them.
because maybe that's the way, maybe that woman is telling that man that that man is not treating them right. And
No.
if a man is treating you right, then a woman wouldn't be looking somewhere else for comfort, or looking for love, if that man was showing that woman it. So that's where I would say Barris get that lingua from. Queen, you want to jump into it? And
You
also,
see,
I would say,
the
before you even
bottom line is
Queen, before you even go into it,
people.
I would also
Hmm.
say, I would also say, what age group are you targeting with the music? Because an older person is not going to necessarily hear that and gravitate to that, unless they are, you know, they just gravitate to it. But go ahead, Queen. What are you saying about it?
The whole thing is he wants to know people's behavior in life. Everybody have different behavior and everybody reacts to things differently. What might be good for the goose might not be good for the gander. It doesn't matter age or preference or because you have young people that like older music and you have older folks that like younger music. I see them popping there and shaking the booty and whatever. Different folks, different strokes. I mean, it's your behavior, and you can't dictate to a one how he feels about a thing. If he says he doesn't like it, then he doesn't like it, and you can't you can't dictate, to him, not to like it. So, I mean, it's just life, and you're gonna find people like things and people don't like certain things, and people will like what I might like, you might not like, and that's how it is. I really like that beat. That it got a nice beat there now.
It has a really nice beat.
You have a nice beat,
Yeah, it has a very
So,
nice beat.
Why
and
not
I'm gonna be honest with you,
see the money?
a lot of music. There's a lot of music that I dance off the beat and not the words,
The
and
words
sometimes I don't even know what the
that
heck they're saying.
you
I'm
know,
just
yeah. There's a lot of songs that I like that I is not the song that I like, it's the rhythm. So and then when you really sit back and listen to
listen.
the words, you say,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, what that me did that."
What this me? I click my finger.
And you know what? Me and Blossom had that discussion once. Because there was some rap song. I forgot the name of
Mm,
this song. Blossom, text me the name of the song. There's an American song that she said. She always says, "Oh, that's my jam. Oh, that's my
mm,
jam." And she said one day her kids said to her, "Mommy, what do you mean that's your jam? Do you know what that guy is saying?" And she said, "Well,
Mistress,
it's the beat. Me really like it. I mean, I don't know about I really know about the words of the song."
you talking about mystical?
No, Blossom. If you text me the name of the song because I don't. It's some American song. It is. It ends up it's dealing with 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 performing oral sex and stuff like that. And she was like, "Well, hell, she never know that's all of that stuff was on the song, you know." Was most of the beats, and she talking about, "Oh, that's my jam," and she was like, "Wait a minute," when her children really said, and I'm one to blame about it too. I may see the song because even Dance for the Money, I really really did listen to all of the words of it. I just like the rhythm. So I go off for the rhythm, and the respecter is riding the rhythm pretty well. So it all flows, but you know, yeah, that's how it goes. So don't be
Don't take it to heart.
respect.
Respect everybody have their own opinion.
Everybody has their own liking, and that's why I asked
Hmm.
also, what's the target? Whom are you targeting? Maybe
No,
giving this music to a Christian is not having Christians to
no,
listen to the music is not the right way of
no,
Hmm.
it's not. It wasn't. I didn't share it with no family member. Honestly, I just put it out there and let it run. But
okay,
I got
okay.
a phone call. I got a WhatsApp one day, and then I got a message from someone who supposed to be a part of me, and nothing going on for years, and it's done. And feel them have the right to come to me and say, "Oh, this one is saying this and that one is saying that, and why would you do a song like that?" And I want to say, "I'll fly a kite, because none of them have my best interest. So don't come, let me do what I want to do. Now, this is my pleasure, my leisure, my want to do it. I
Okay.
will come to my in my spirit, and that not for me, not for you."
Okay,
And the
we
fans
we
and all they would all know me, and they must send me good comments, thumbs up.
all right, caller.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, really. Let me turn this down.
Yeah,
I
turn.
just want to respond to respect and what's going on there on the radio and in South. Now, the thing is that yes, they was young at one time. Yes, them shake them booty and all of that. Yes, them weird certain and certain things. Yeah, we did all of that when we was younger. Now we're older. And the thing is that when we watch with nieces and nephews or kids do certain things, it brings us back to that time and saying if we could have do it better. You understand? So most of the things they said to you, it's nothing that's putting you down or anything like that. It's just something they figure would bring more respect to you and let people respect you a little more, and it helps also, because I remember when my nephews wanted to rap and they would come and do a song for me and what's up. We would sit down and listen to it. I'll criticize it. I'll tell them, it's a beautiful song, and what's up, but you need to cool down on the cursing. You don't need to say certain things. You don't need to go negative. Do something a little more positive. And maybe that's what they're seeing or hearing in that song. It's like it's not positive enough for them. So therefore they're saying instead of telling them it's all right to your face dance, so I'm whooping up your leg and what's not, because you didn't make the money. Them thought you would have come with something a little more how you might say no, more productive for the younger people. Is them I need to go and dance and open up them leg and what's not. That's the way they're thinking. They don't need to do that. There are other ways that them can make some kind of money and do things that will give them the money that they need. So therefore, they're just giving you criticism, in their perspective, how them think you should do it because they feel like you can do better. And that's what it comes down to. They think that you can do better instead of going negative like so much people been doing lately. You can still do positive. I mean, come on now. Some of the most positive Jamaican singers are legends today. The ones that weren't so positive, you don't really hear much about anymore. You know? So therefore, they're just trying to steer you a certain way. It's nothing negative. It's just them looking out for you. And that's what my have to say.
I'm hearing I respect and I receive that. I wish it was so though. Because the very first song I did was about abusive relationship. And I'm not lying to you. Did not no one in my family, only my children. And my brother who live in Maryland. Only my friends and strangers. None of me in-law them, none of my wife. None of them give me anything of good job or anything like that. So that was a truthful, positive song. It's about domestic violence. Walk away from abusive relationship. And they didn't receive that one. So why they gonna comment? They didn't comment on that. They didn't comment on that. So why comment on this one now?
Because maybe them liked that one. You ever thought of it?
But they
maybe them liked that one. Maybe them
somebody.
felt that one was true. It was positive. But this one to them had no purpose.
So why not say something to me? When I like
sometimes,
sometimes,
sometimes when you love a person too much, you just don't want to say certain things to them because you feel it might hurt them or something like you don't want to go there, or you feel it might cause an argument and you don't want to go there. So therefore, it's best not to say anything. So you don't really know what they're thinking. You listen,
but that's not right.
You want to ask them, and when you ask them, you don't ask them with an attitude or like you're putting something on them. You ask them as a regular conversation. So, what did you really feel about that song I had? Just tell me everything, and then you do it like that.
No, I've done that before.
And then you have a conversation. Instead of yelling matter and accusing matter, you have a conversation. And you
And
have
that
to
is,
have a
but I'm not the
conversation
one
to
that,
move on.
but I'm not the one that
Yes, but
start
you
the
may not be the
conversation or
one,
something.
but maybe you can be the one to break the barrier. Maybe they
No,
just
no,
don't
no.
know how to come out and say something.
I'm not
I,
being be honest with you. I'm not. I'm being totally honest with you. I mean, each family is different, and I have to. You guys don't really um don't understand. When I do things, I present it the right way. And if I don't get the reply or the respond, that's the answer. But the next time around, I just do and do and do because really and truly, as strangers who support you the most, it's two offers I got from Africa, and I didn't take them because I don't feel I want to go to Africa. I don't believe I want to go to Africa. Poland, from Poland, Kentucky, for that one song, Walk Away. It's not like people around the world who listen to give me the ups. But truthfully, like I'm saying, my children, my wife still ain't saying nothing. It's been 4 years. She not said nothing to me about the song. All of a sudden, no, this song here. So I just seem like it's a pick and choose what to come at me about. So you're not saying nothing about the positive ones, but you're saying something about the negative ones.
maybe
So
because
the
the
best you
Because
don't say
positive,
those
nothing
like
to me.
like
paddocks, see?
I would agree with the caller. Maybe the positive, they it was positive, and when they hear you, so there wasn't nothing really to say because it's a good song. Yes, family members should cheer on family members, especially when they hear something good coming out of that person. The lyric, that tune is a good song. We should encourage more good songs. But then, as the caller had said, maybe when they heard that, they was like, no, maybe the respect are better than that, than I come with them type of slack music there. I'm a big man, almost near 60, where him I do I play them type of music, I sing them type of song there. So maybe that is the way they're coming at you. And I understand where you feel, to the respect where you would say, well, you didn't say something about the good, don't say nothing about the bad. So I gravitate, I hear you, and I was putting it out there in the in the, like, being on the fence of trying to go on both ways and feeling both of you in the matter of what you're doing. But I'm always here supporting, and I definitely gonna play your music, and unless it says to kill somebody, I'm not gonna do it. I won't play that music. And but I've always been truthful to you. I hope you know that with your music, when I would say no, I'm gonna like that one day, or whatever it may be, I think that I'm very honest with you with that. um but wishing you nothing but the best in your endeavors, in your musical endeavor. And maybe we need to push Walk Away and see what the feedback is on that one down the road.
Yes, that would be nice. Have a good night, everyone. Love y'all.
Love you,
Thank
bless
you,
you,
thank you,
bless
thank
you,
you.
bless you. Thanks for calling in, thanks for calling in. Yeah, so yeah, so are we going to move on, or we want to discuss a little bit more on life and your music and business and personal? As a matter of fact, I'm going to have you on my program on the 17th, so I guess we could talk a little bit further on your music and your obstacles and so on that you faced in the music industry, because we'll talk about how long you've been chanting, doing your thing. All right. So let's move on. Let's move on. Because it's 9:09 on the powerhouse clock. And we want to encourage each and everyone to listen to all the fantabulous programmings right here on the Powerhouse Radio. Let's Gripe with Tonya, Marcus, and McKenna. You need to check them out on a Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. As you're doing now, Reasoning Thursdays, each and every Thursday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. And be sure to join Lady D show. We're back in full swing I don't know if you missed the fantabulous interview last week with Chuck Turner, but this week we even have a massive interview coming up with the big man himself, Don Minett. So make sure that you're checking us out this Saturday as we interview Don Minett right here on the legendary Don Minett right here on the Lady D show, the legendary veteran Don Minett right here on
Mm-hmm.
Lady D show. So spread the word, tell a friend and a friend and a family member that they definitely need to join in, and you all definitely have got a lot of pre preview into a lot of Don music if you listen to Reasoning Thursdays each and every Thursday. So we're gonna do a lot of his catalog on Saturday as well. Alrighty. So let's knock out election and then go to Crumbly. How about that? What y'all think on that?
Sound good?
Crumbly or election? Let's hit out election.
Election.
Election, yeah. So election.
Uh-huh.
What are going in Jamaica with the election business? I mean, are we? Is this going to be a bloodbath? Is this going to be a very bloody election? I'm hoping that it's not. It is not looking very good. The news that is coming out is not looking very
Yeah.
good. I'm watching people driving up in people's yard and persons being confronted, gonna draw, people are fight. I mean, shootings and wars and in a lot of these communities. Like, what is going on in this election? Who want to touch it first? You want to touch it, the Respecter?
The communities, I think it would be better if, for instance, a brave man or woman or both organize for them feet and say, look, expect this, expect that. We need to be on the guard. We need to be on the lookout. Nothing now come on Free Street and cause nothing. If those things was going on throughout Jamaica, you have a border patrol, patrol the community. Things would have been different because of strangers, outsiders coming into your town, your area, and that caused the problem. And the people who live in that area caused the problem. Outsiders. That's why it pays to have somebody who knows, who been there, to do some mentoring, some training, some preparation. All right, nighttime, you and you and you, just watch out. I think that would be a better step to do, to slow down some things from happening. That's, if you don't fight back, you're gonna lose. You gotta defend your territory.
But is it youth and youth to stand up on corners and look out? They're gonna get shot and killed. So is it not? Is
No,
it not the authorities' job? The JCF, the JDF. Isn't it their job at such a time, such as this election, that they need to step up the patrol
no,
of those of the police? It shouldn't be every a normal citizen job because they're gonna get killed.
no. They are trained. The police are trained only to kill somebody. They're not trained to stop no war, stop no fight, or stop nobody from dying. Them not in that position.
Well,
Them train and them order to just position themselves to kill somebody or go lock up somebody.
yeah, but if
They're
people are
not there to
come,
defend the community.
I don't mean to cut you, but when people is coming around in these neighborhoods late at night, what you think them coming to do? They're not coming to stand up out late at night to come chant and says, "Oh, JLP, JLP, PNP, PNP." They're coming to cause harm. They're coming to
That's
harm the residents of the next party. So if the police
that's
need to be there and lick down one and two of them, they just sit down and lick down one and two of them because that's what they came there to do, to lick down one and two of the citizens. So I mean, like,
But
why would we put the citizens' life in jeopardy for them to stand up out there where they can't defend themselves?
I
unfortunately,
saw the video with the I saw the
Wait a
video with this
minute, wait a minute,
man.
Queen. Wait a minute, Queen. Go ahead, the respecter.
unfortunately, I believe the government, the same parties, the labor rights send for them people to a certain sector, and the other parties send to the other sector. That's how it's happening. So police is not gonna be trying to take nobody out because them did it to protect that party there. So whoever passed the police will go there. So what do I want to do? Police know about it. Believe me, when the police know about it. When I say if the community plan and surprise them in the middle of the night, when it's dark, police not gonna know who do what. The papa and them gone, what them business? It's daylight. And police think say that way they go and another way they go, a different way they go. But the big man them who's supposed to look up for the local man them and I help train local man them and get them ready and all them things that them not do it because them not on brain. Them are the woman called dirty man them. Them grow to be a coward and afraid and themselves.
Me don't know about that. Queen, jump in
It's
there.
sad though.
Mm.
Jump in there, Queen.
Well, let's see what happens. Mark Golden, I heard he's picking up speed. I heard last night they had a big rally and Duncan came out. The whole upper Trelawney came out and I heard they're rallying. Let me tell you something. You see, the thing is that politicians, they have an agenda. And that's the reason why they run in the first place, because they have an agenda. Some of them, you'll find that they have some some feelings for the average individual. And you have some of them where they're self-centered and all their goal is to get power and money. Okay. This set a government seem to be in that category where it's about money and power, right? From what I've seen over the months. This election is fixed. And the reason it's alleged, but it's fixed. And the reason that I might even agree with it being fixed is that it came up so sudden, even though we know they were in the background planning, because this was more initiated by the Laborite Party. Okay, I'm not Laborite and I'm not PNP. I'm just Jamaican and I'm for Jamaica. So therefore, if you hear me call a party, is because they're not doing the right thing. If me call you out, okay? From what I've seen, they haven't done the right thing. There's people suffering, people poor, just the same way. What do you think this election is gonna change? If people don't stand up and put people in power, that will make changes for the people, because there's a lot of changes you can make, but we need changes for the people. We need people to be put in whichever power, whichever party you're in, from you're going to do good. But right now, people that when me say, they don't mean Jamaican them no good. So I don't know about this election. It's just a show thing. For me, it's just a show thing. And who knows, holiness, he might win, as well as golden. If him keep picking up speed like me, as him a pick up speed, he might win. Who knows? You never know. But the whole
Well,
of
I
them are the same. Hey.
well, I have a $300 bet going on.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I have a $300 bet. And my bet is hoping that Jamaica will prove me wrong. Like I
Oh,
told the
okay.
person. I myself and an individual in Jamaica was having this same reason in regards to the election, and they're the one who called the bet. I didn't call the bet because I don't like to gamble. But they were advising me, the person was advising me that PNP is going to win. So I said that the way things look, I really feel like those other the other side, JLP is going to win with, I mean, because of the fact that I feel like Jamaica doesn't have any backbone. And when persons are walking around calling a prime minister messiah, giving them those type of title in the midst of the poverty that they're facing, it's just baffling to me. So the person said, I bet you $100. I say, so I say, mine, cause me don't know if you have $100 figure me. So the person says, all right. Well, since you think so me that have $100, we bet you $300 that
Hey.
PMP is going to win. So I said, listen, make sure you sure you have $300 for that shade at this a time, yeah. It. So I said, you know what? I'm just betting just for just to hopefully for you all to prove me wrong. All right. Now this individual says that they're neither PNP nor JLP, but because of the areas of him traveling around and speaking with persons, several different you know communities, very popular in those ways, and it's a very popular individual in Jamaica. I said that I would not call the name, but that person said that yeah, they, from the different constituencies that he has gone, that you know the people the cry is that they have to get Andrew out of there. And then he's also depending on the diaspora to come in and to vote. That there are
Yeah.
lots of persons that are planning to come down to Jamaica and to vote. So I am really praying. I'm really watching what's going on, and so to see, and I'll let you all know the outcome, I guess. Well, you all will know the outcome come the 28th.
But you see how quick everything just quick. The ninth, the 26th. Quick.
That's it. We look at it as quick, but that's a part of the law that you have to have X amount of days um in between calling the election into doing the what you call it, and then the elections, you know. So in Jamaica Constitution there's a time frame there. So it's we because even last week I was saying, oh, that too quick, man. Them something that too quick that's going on. But as I read, as I started to read in what is going on in the politics, I read where it is that is something that is that's the way it has to be. You have, I think it's 20 days or something once you have the pre-elections, well, the nominations. Once you have once you announce it, then you have to have X amount of days before you do the nominations, and then you have to have X amount of days before you do to have the election within X amount of days. So everything is within the time frame that so yeah, we look at it as a rush, but that is what Jamaica laws and politics are, it's a time frame for each thing. All right, because I think last week I was saying what a way them I rush it and so on, but the more I investigate it and read about it, really, because I didn't really follow politics too much in Jamaica, and so I'm learning about a lot of
Yeah.
stuff now. So
Okay.
you have X amount of days to once you announce it, then the nominations, and then the actual um um election to take place. So it's not like you can announce it and then you wait 2 months down the road, to do the nominations, and then you wait another 4 months down the road to have the election. That's not the way it is. Yeah, so which I think that's really
Mhm.
foolish. I really think that's foolish, but that's the way they do their thing.
Well, honey, I wish them Jamaican people turn out and really, really let their voices be heard,
Hmm.
you know. And even here in America, it's the same thing going on, and I hope that people go out. Where is the next state? Which state is the next one having their primary? What's the next state? I
Oh,
know they
well,
had
well, the
here
next,
in America I'm talking
and
about.
I hope that these people does not make it a bloodbath. And
Yeah.
and
That's it.
I've watched a lot
Mhm.
of videos as well stating that it's starting to look a lot like back in the 80s, and
Yes.
bath that is going
Yeah.
on. So I'm praying that that is not the way
Mhm.
that it goes. You know.
So you saw the video with they beating the one guy, and it's like about two of them rushed down on him, and I said, and the women them screaming, no, no, no.
Yeah, that's the one in St.
I said,
Anne's. And you know what? I know
Saint
exactly
Anne.
the area because those areas I frequent, and I know exactly
Wow.
where it took place is
Mm-mm.
the JLP person pulled up in the guy's yard. It's alleged that he pulled up in his yard and was trying to buy votes. And
Yeah.
the guy came over, the owner of the land property came over and must have said whatever words, and the JLP guy jumped out of the car and started fighting. The next guy come off of the wall and
Mm-hmm.
jumpy, but then the JLP guy pulled the gun at the rasta take at the jail and stick off. And then the
It's
other,
not something.
so
It's not funny, but it's
like,
funny.
you have
It's
to,
not funny,
sometimes you have to make joke.
You
That
have to laugh.
is something
Yeah.
to make. You better
That's something.
tell it the story. You have to make, make light.
When
Try
I
to
saw,
tell
yeah,
yeah.
and they say like Mr. Man is promoting it,
Yeah. But it's up to the
he's
Jamaica people
promoting
now.
it.
It's Jamaicans. Let's do what you all need to do and get
Mm,
get something done. Let's see what you all want for your future. And that's what it all comes
yeah,
down to. If
that's
we're
it.
worrying about parties, or are we worrying
Mhm.
about Jamaica's future, our future,
Yeah.
you know, and so on. So yeah.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
Jennifer Crumbly,
See,
you
From.
were saying something, Respecter?
all honesty,
Uh-huh.
the prime minister is not going nowhere.
Mhm.
I tell Alyssa, I want them to prove me wrong because I put down my $300. I'm willing to give up this $300. Trust me, man. I'm willing to give up this $300. I don't want to take nobody money. I would love to just give it to them. Yeah. So
You can look on him and
in this bet that
honestly
I
say no,
made,
I'm not gonna have it.
we'll see. It's sad.
You still they might surprise.
But that's my hopes. My hopes is
Mhm.
I put
They
down this
might
$300
surprise.
and I'm shutting my eyes
The
saying that
Jamaican
I don't
people
have it to
might
give away.
surprise and come out.
I don't have it to give away, but I'm willing to give it away for Jamaica people to prove me wrong. Okay. So Jennifer Crumbly, involuntary manslaughter, the mama. This is another one that I really wanted to discuss as well because this one to me opens a lot of doors, and it's something that to make us as parents to really think about, and is this verdict really fair? But in a lot of ways I look at it as it being fair, but I think that it also have it leaves a lot of gates open that may need to be closed. You know, now they have charged this woman, Jennifer Crumbly. And for those who don't know what this case is all about, this was the Jennifer Crumbly is the mother of the guy that went to the school in Detroit
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
and killed several students, right?
Mhm.
And he's in jail now for life. They gave him life with no chance of parole. 15-year-old guy back, and this happened back in 2021. But it was the first case ever that they charged a parent for the deeds of their child. And they have found her guilty. The father is now up to the husband is now up for is going up for trial next. But they
Mhm.
have found the mother guilty and of
Yeah,
involuntary
involuntary
slaughter.
manslaughter.
So she's going to jail for something
20 years,
that
she
her
up to 20. Mhm.
for something that her son did.
Mhm.
So because of the fact now, my question is, oh, it really I go work because this one, all right, I can kind of see I can kind of see this happening. I can see where they come up with the verdict, but it also open a whole ants nest, right? With a lot of other people whom children has murdered people
Mhm.
or has caused some type of bodily harm. So this is where parents now is going to be held accountable
Accountable.
for their children's actions. Now I can understand with the Crumbly case because of the fact that they bought I can understand because they're the one who bought this guy the gun, right? Ethan. They the one who bought him the gun. They took him to the firing range. They did
Mhm.
secure the gun, and it is clear that he was crying out for help because
Mhm.
in the statements it shows that he asked his parents for help, no, for psychiatric help, and they never gave him psychiatric help. So I can see
The
them. Go ahead, Queen.
the day when it happened, they had a conference, a parents teachers conference, because there was some drawing on his book that one of the teachers saw, and they had a conference, and they said the mom did not divulge that she had bought a gun for him. She still never told them that, even then, and she did not take him home with her. Maybe after that conference, if she had taken him home, it could have been avoided. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe he would have came another day. But at least it would have delayed the action. You know what I mean? And maybe he would have gotten help. It's maybe. But she did not divulge it. You know, some people, they keep these secrets.
Yeah.
They call them, yeah, enabling the individual, yes, and they keep these secrets, and they don't say it to the people that needs to know of these secrets, and that this the outcome. That's what happened. So I'm sorry that she is gonna be serving time for her son's behavior, but and then again, sometimes too, you do and you do, and the kid's gonna do what they're gonna do. So this case I can see, but in some cases, I don't know if you can really hold a parent accountable for what that child do. you
But
know
that's the
'cause-
thing
I
because
agree, Queen.
go ahead, Daespecta.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree, Queen. Because if you think about it, there's
Mhm.
somebody that ordered thousands of people to march on a Capitol, and several people died, and that someone is still position himself to become president. So the law think they're doing the right thing, but they're not. It's biased all across the board. Government do things and just walk away. And then civilians do the same thing or close to the same things and they get prosecuted and locked away.
This is
I
why.
don't agree with that thing. I don't agree with it. That whether the parents bought him a gun and take him away to practice shooting and all that, that has nothing to do with the parents, with him killing somebody. The parents did not walk him to the school and say, okay, go and kill. So I don't agree.
Yeah, but the thing is, they knew about his mental ill health. They knew he had some mental issues, and and they still did that, and did not get the help that he needed, so that he wouldn't have done what he did.
But there's lots of persons
So
that have,
that I blame them for. That
yeah,
I blame them for.
they should have gotten him help. But if does, can we say with the help that he wouldn't have done what he did? You know,
Maybe not.
it's asking in a lot of ways. It's asking a parent to be a mind reader. You know,
Exactly.
That too.
and
That too. Hmm.
that opens a lot, because a lot of these gang banging kids out here are, a lot of parents are asking for help for these children, and they're not
And not getting
receiving
it.
the help for them.
Hmm.
And if they go
Hmm.
out there and they kill somebody, this verdict here opens the door for another parent to file charges against another parent,
Hmm.
Exactly.
even with the
Yeah,
child
it's a
serving
lot. Hmm.
time. The child is already serving time, you know. The child is
Hmm.
not
It's
like the
another way of
child.
destroying a family.
Huh? Say that again.
It's another way of destroying a family.
Yeah, it's crazy. The lines are open, folks. Yeah, it's a real, it's something to really look at, you know. It's something at some serious
Hmm.
business, this, you know.
Hmm.
This is
It's
some
deadly.
serious deadly. How many parents may end up in jail?
Jail. And that's it. That's the bottom.
And no
That's
But
matter,
yeah,
it.
no matter how much you try to show you pitney them the right way and to lead them the right
That's a
way,
message.
and
Some of them
you get,
still
I'm,
go astray.
they're trying to say, oh, they, if they did buy him the gun, and if they locked up the gun, and they neglected getting him psychiatric help, and but can you say that if they did all of this, if this still would not have happened? Can they really
you can't
say that?
discipline. Yeah, you can't discipline your
And that's
child. If you put hands on your child, you go to jail.
You
It doesn't make no
uh
sense.
see it there, sir, the respecter. See it there, sir. You take
So you
away the
lose as a parent.
control from the parent,
mm-hmm.
but yet you still want the parent to control the situation. How? When these kids can pick up the phone and call police, man, you lock you up.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
If I take the gun away from you and you end up fighting me, and I'm a hurt you, and then pick up the phone, I'm a child, pick up the phone and call the police, say, yes, she not me down. Them are gonna come arrest me.
Yep.
So you're asking these parents, you know, to
Double
be
handed.
mind
The,
readers,
the
to be,
system. The system is double. Yeah.
yeah, that's some
Mm-hmm.
serious
Mm-hmm.
business. That is some serious
Mm-hmm.
business. Yeah, caller.
Yes, good night, all.
Good night,
Good
Donald.
night, son.
What's your thought on that?
Or, well, exactly like what you,
Turn down the radio in the back.
okay, exactly like what you said, right? I don't see, like, they don't allow you to discipline your children because, like you said, they can just pick up the phone call and said, well, my mom or my dad hit me, and you can just go to jail for that. Okay, so it's like, what, I don't agree with it at all because if, like you said, who's to tell if they did all of that, if it still wouldn't have occurred,
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
you know?
You ask,
So
Mm-hmm.
they're asking them to read the future, to be, how could I tell you what's going to happen in the future? I don't know.
no one will know. How could you know that? No one. The future is not ours to see.
Right.
You know, we can't see the future.
But the jury was basing it off of they're saying that they knew that he had mental issues.
But I
That's
take
what
care
they
of mental,
based the verdict off of.
I take care of mental individuals every day. That's my
Mm.
that's my feel. You see what I'm saying? I get them to help that they need, but they still carry on.
Mm.
So who is to
Yeah.
know that if they did get, I understand as well as, okay, they should have secured the gun. But who
In
said
that
he
sense,
couldn't borrow a friend gun or somebody else gun, or who do know if he didn't have a gun?
Yeah, because he had a motive. Yeah, because he had a motive. He had a
I watched
motive.
one on the news
It's
today.
just like the one with the. Just remember this one's going on to with the one where he shut up all the black people at the Walmart it was
Yeah,
and kill all of them because he said he didn't like black people.
yeah. And
I've
then
been kind of seeing that trial too. It's these people. I mean, these people have mental illness and they're unpredictable. I would say so. That's why I'm 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 for and I'm against. Because like I said, maybe if they had gotten help, it wouldn't have happened, and that's a maybe. But they did not try hard enough to get him the help from what I've seen and heard from the transcripts, right?
yeah,
Okay. They didn't go hard enough to get him the help that he needed. But then at the same time, too, is that, is there, well, I think he was the only child or the youngest, something like that. So they're very protective, too, of him, and they were protecting him in their eyes. Well, I mean, honey, they're
go
paying
ahead,
for it
respect.
now. The daddy going on trial in what, April or May, somewhere around there.
Go ahead, respect.
Gonna be the same verdict. Gonna be the same verdict.
The respect to you is
Hey,
saying
Queen.
something.
Yeah. What role does the child's doctor play in this? Don't the doctor have the authority to say, okay, this child is whatever, and take it to where it needs to go as a
All that
physician for
too,
family?
right? Mm-hmm. The pediatrician, right? But you don't hear nothing about them.
Yeah.
I mean, mm,
The
Well,
person that prescribed the medicine for him to take and all those things, why stop there?
mm, that's true. If
I
they
don't
felt that
know
he
if
was
I don't know
dangerous.
if he was on medication for it,
Who
because if
knows?
they didn't take him to the,
Yeah, because they said they didn't get help for him. That's what they were saying. So evidently, you were not on medication.
well, in the jury deliberation, it says that the panel agreed not to judge Crumbly on being a good or bad parent, but rather whether she was negligent in a way that allowed for the shooting to occur. The example given
Mm,
by Smith were too hypothetical, but some legal experts don't necessarily believe that's the case. What if
mm,
instead the parents knew he had a friend and at the friend's house he had guns, but the parents still let their child go there and he uses it to kill? You can think of any number of situations, Bellotto said. It's a slippery slope that can lead to countless scenarios that parents can't foresee. because
Mm.
the gun could have locked up. He could have went somewhere else
Yeah,
and had a gun.
I
You
get
know,
it. That's true. Yeah.
it's a lot that
Government,
is.
Yeah, because he had a motive. He wanted to kill. And I mean, any means, by any means. Because they said he was
but then,
drawing pictures of it and all of that before ahead of time. He was drawing pictures, weird pictures and all of that of
What were
it.
you
I guess
saying?
they just didn't take him serious.
What were you saying, the respecter?
I'm just saying, just picture. I don't think government understand the danger that a parent goes through with having a child that's challenging, and when they're losing it, and the child is losing it and acting out, and mainly the mother don't know what to do now because she's terrified that he or she's gonna hurt her. They don't. I don't think they understand what a parent goes through having a child that's have these type of conditions.
Well, the bottom line is they're
Lots of
saying,
kids,
uh-huh.
it's crazy.
Yeah, the bottom line is they're saying he said the prosecution case was buoyed by the realms of evidence, including Ethan's journal, saying he asked for help from his parents to no avail. The seeming lack of
Mm,
urgency displayed by his mother and message in which she voiced concerns about her son's drawing but didn't share the existence of the gun to his school. So a
mm,
groundbreaking case such as this one have extreme elements that will help set up the prosecution, Chutko added, but there aren't always going to be other cases that will be this awful where the facts were extreme and the violence were extreme too. He added that items like a knife, a cell phone, or other everyday object can be used in a crime, don't have the same meaning as a gun, and the weapon power is heightened in a mass shooting, where there is an immediate public outcry to hold people accountable. So that's basically what they're saying now is that parents need to be accountable of their kids. You know, when they say when the sun go down, you used to have to race home your mom used to say, don't make the light turn on and you know reach home, you know. You know what I mean? Parents used to search their children rooms and know what is going on. They used to know the company that their kids keep it. You know, my kids growing up, my kids couldn't just go to anybody's house. I had to meet the parents,
Mhm.
you know, and they're not sitting up there for X amount, one whole heap of hours or anything like that. As a matter of fact, I will more invite them to my home than my kids go to their home because I know the structure in my home, you know. But
mhm,
it's this is going to open up a whole can of worms, you know, and
Mhm.
I want, and a
yeah,
lot of parents are going to start to go to jail.
mhm,
Look at these
mhm.
Well,
kids.
let's
If
hope.
Look.
if they don't get a grip, they need to get a grip on their children.
And that's exactly basically what they're saying is that you people need
Mm,
to start getting a grip of your children. But now what
the
the parents
children.
need to come back to is, you want us to get a grip of our children. Now are you giving me the right to discipline and monitor my child the way I need to monitor without abusing them? Because I'm not abusing them, I'm disciplining. There's a difference.
Mhm.
Me get beaten, you know, but me never, I don't I knew that it wasn't abuse. It wasn't abuse.
Mhm.
My children, my parents wasn't abusing me. You know,
They teach your head.
they
Totally different.
disciplining me. They might
It's
teach me. You are telling me
Mm,
it's
drop it.
mm,
Go ahead,
it's
Donna.
it's a totally different time now. That's what the whole thing is. Everything has changed. We're no longer allowed to discipline our children as we were disciplined when we were coming up.
Yeah.
You get it? So we knew it wasn't abuse, but now if we were to try to discipline our child in that way, they create these laws and things wherein that they can hide behind, and they'll say, well, yeah, you abused your child because you beat your child. You're not beating your
mm,
child. You're not just getting up and beating your child. You're beating your child for a reason if you have to beat your child. But the way that they have it all set up, everything is all all messed up. It's all screwed up in the system. Because it's just the way things are interpreted. They're interpreting discipline wrongly. They're treating it as if it's abuse, and being that the children know they can hide behind that, it makes the parents fearful of disciplining their children.
Yeah.
So that's just what it is.
Yeah, because enough kids will say, "You touch me, I'm gonna call the police."
They quick to do that. Yep.
So that's what it is. And yeah.
But do we need
Mhm.
A
to?
crap a dollar.
But come here.
Yeah.
Do we need
His
to
15
beat
year
our
old
kids?
daughter called police on him.
Excuse me?
I remember crap a
Some
dollar.
of them they talk
Yeah.
don't work. Some of them they talk don't work. And I guess you have to train them from they're real little, you know.
That's it too. You can't start from they big and expect for them to grasp. But do
You
we
Yeah.
really
have to
need to
bend
beat? Do we
Same.
really need to beat
you have
our
to bend the
children?
tree from its young.
You got you
Mhm.
see it right.
From
Right?
their response.
Yeah, because
From
you
their
don't bend the tree from its young.
response.
When it get older, you can't bend it no more.
No more.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So
Remember,
it.
that's
Donna,
it. Huh?
That's it.
remember you do that, and the child go to school and start to
But
show some sign of sitting down and his pain on the butt, and teacher, what's wrong?
Wire.
And found out that, you know, they call the police. They don't call the parents, they call the police. The police go
right.
find him.
Because they do see it as abuse. They do see it as you're abusing your child because you hit your child. Man, I guess
Because
I know that
that
go ahead.
because the people. Mhm.
I'm hearing the feedback. Yeah, go ahead, Donna.
Yeah, so you have some people who target children. And being that they target children and they want to mislead someone else's child, they are the ones who sit there and make these laws. You get what I'm saying? So if a lot of these people, they're political, they're a part of the legislative branch where they make laws. Okay, because some of these people are on high drugs, like their family members, not because some of them have a position in the government, you have a title. You got to look at some of the families that they're coming from, because they sit up in their mansions, and their family members and friends are the disciples and do all of the crimes in the street to other people, wherein they're not going to be disciplined for their crimes by the law or jail or anything like that, because their family members are in the government, they're politicians and stuff like that. So this is why prostitution, has become so common, because these are the people, they have the power. So what they do, they know it's a money making thing. They use their family members and friends and whoever else, and pretty much they're untouchable. So they're the ones who do this, because come on, look at prostitution. Okay, prostitution is, it's spread it out worldwide. As soon as a child reaches their teenage years, they're talking about pimping. If it's not allowed by the government, how come it's so widespread? Like, everyone is glorifying prostitution. So it has to be, it's always an insider, because I don't see anyone talking about that. So that's just what it is. This is why everybody believes that they should do these
All right.
things, and all sorts of stuff like that, sell their body and stuff like that. I mean, there's other ways of becoming a successful person or having money. You don't have to sell your body. That's not the message that I would send to any child, or I wouldn't want that message to be embraced by any young person, whether it's my child or someone else's. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So this is pretty much, huh?
honestly
Go
speaking,
ahead. Yes.
in the world, in this country, certain part of this country,
Mm-hmm.
a prostitute honestly cannot say that a woman just decided I'm going to sell my body. There are
Mm-hmm.
things that people who knows these young girls who are looking at young girls or young ladies and want to turn them into the wrong direction. They're doing it by pills. They're
Yeah.
using drugs to control these young people and turn them into prostitutes. And once they get to a certain point, they don't know who they are. They don't know. Their mind is gone. They're not
That's
willingly doing these things. Not all of them, maybe a few, but the majority is caught up because somebody put drugs in their body
yeah,
and
yeah,
controlling
yeah.
them to go and
You could
prostitute
never
and bring
say
the
it
money to
better.
them.
You could respectfully, you could have never said that better because I just made that point to someone last night. Is within the intake. It's within the foods. They will they'll modify your foods with or you have over the counter drugs. It's not even to say a street drug or whatever. It's over the counter drugs that works as an aphrodisiac that people are aware of. Okay, and they can input that in your foods. All right, and have you okay? You live in a certain neighborhood where you know it's a high level of prostitution going on, and no one ever looks at it. I never hear a politician focus on these specific things. They're always talking about something that I don't even get. Like so I can't even understand what's going on within our world. But I don't elect any leaders for them to focus on things that it makes no sense. Like God, you want people to focus on composting garbage. You want people to separate garbage. I don't get that. I don't understand that. Like there's so many things that are going on in that needs to be addressed. And this is why we elect them as leaders to address. Do you see what's going on in certain environments, what we're subjected to? And you're talking about garbage because because that's what food is of today. It's garbage. It's modified with garbage because this is what their composting ideal is all about. Because you're gonna use that garbage and you're gonna input it into the soil that our crops are grown in, and then you're gonna that's what it is. It's garbage. Who you think Bin Laden is? It's Bin the Laden. It's been garbage. That's what that
And
means.
it ain't gonna stop.
No, it's not. It's not, and it's sad because look at these things that we're facing, and it's a worldwide thing. And that's a pandemic.
Lady doing farm.
Mm-hmm.
Plant your garden like lady did. Grow your food.
Yeah, that's what
Don't
Lady
eat from
D was
everybody.
always. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't eat from everybody.
No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's why I'm still here. Okay, so that's just what it is. And people need to know that. They need to exercise that. You can't eat from everyone. You don't know what people's doing. It's been the Laden, it's been the lady, and I know who Bin Laden is. And he's not from the Middle East in Saudi Arabia or Pakistan or wherever. Okay, so he knows that I know who he is. Okay, you see, when I speak with emphasis like that, it's because I know. Okay, so that's just what it is. It's been the Laden. It's been the Latin, however you want to pronounce it. Okay, because they speak in codes. Okay, you might have a place in the Middle East. There's many people involved. It's a worldwide thing. Okay,
I just
so
pray,
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I just pray that a lot of parents don't end up suffering for their children's actions. We have five, well, 4 minutes to go. So America is at war, and
Mhm.
I'm just praying for all of the soldiers out there that
Uh-huh.
um, that are having to fight. You know why? I
Mhm.
really don't understand, but um, just praying for the soldiers that are out there having to fight yet another war. Okay,
Yeah,
so
because
yeah, we just have to keep them in our prayers, the families in our prayers.
Yes.
Just boy, I tell you, there's so much,
that's what
so much,
Quite
so much
there's
going on.
quite a bit of them that
exactly.
lost their life
Exactly.
already.
Yeah,
My condolence to those family members.
yeah, for the
The
loss of,
chopper that went down with the six,
yeah,
then the three that came home, they brought back home in the boxes. I mean, Father God help them,
yeah.
help them
Well,
all. These
Joe,
young
we're gonna
kids.
get. You were saying something to Respecter?
Y'all remember early last year we talked about this World War III that's coming?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Mm-hmm.
World War III is here,
Well, we will
and
see. We will see
they.
what we will see what's going on. We just gotta pray. Just have to definitely pray
Mhm.
and pray and pray and pray and pray and
And just be
And
mindful
I,
of your
and
They
I
is
drafted.
surroundings too.
as
They
we
Be
drafted
mindful of
out
your
to do
surroundings.
nuclear war.
as we get ready to sign off. It is Black History Month, and
Mm-hmm.
it is Reggae Month. And two icons' birthday was this month: Dennis Brown and
And
Bob
Bob.
Marley's birthday
Mhm.
was this month. And
Mm-hmm.
so we're gonna say blessings and happy heavenly birthday to both individuals. And for anyone who's lost someone, we sending out our prayers to
Mhm.
them as well. And for Black History Month, we are gonna highlight a couple of them. Who is the famous historic black men? These pioneering figures deserve to be celebrated. When it comes to pioneers in African American history, Dr. Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Maya Angelou, James Baldwin, and Muhammad Ali are often mentioned, and rightfully so. So we're going to continue to highlight our black historians every program that we're definitely having. And uh, it was right here with me. Okay.
Mhm.
So Maya Angelou was an African American, was an American memoirist, poet, and civil rights activist. She published 7 autobiographies, 3 books of essays, several books of poetry, and is credited with a list of plays, movies, and television shows spanning over 50 years. She received dozens of awards and more than 50 honorary degrees. Angelo's series of 7 autobiography focused on her childhood and early adult experience. The first, I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings, tells of her life up to the age of 17 and brought her international recognition and acclaim. She became a poet and a writer after a string of odd jobs during her young adulthood. These included fry cooks, sex workers, nightclub performers, Porgy and Bess cast members, Southern Christian Leadership Conference coordinator, and correspondent in Egypt and Ghana during the decolonization of Africa. Angela was also an actress, writer, director, and producer of plays, movies, and public television programs. In 1982, she was named the first Reynolds Professor of American Studies at Wake Forest University in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Angelou was active in the civil rights movement and worked with Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X. Beginning in the 1990s, she made approximately 80 appearances a year on the lecture circuit, something she continued into her 80s. In 1993, Angelou recited her poem on the Pulse of Morning at the first inauguration of Bill Clinton, making her the first poet to make an inaugural recitation since Robert Frost at the inauguration of John F. Kennedy in 1961. With the publication of I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, Angelou publicly discussed aspects of her personal life. She was respected as a spokesperson for Black people and women, and her work has been considered a defense of Black culture. Her works are widely used in schools and universities worldwide, although attempts have been made to ban her books from some U.S. libraries. Angelou's most celebrated work has been labeled as autobiographical fiction, but many critics consider them to be autobiographies. She made a deliberate attempt to challenge the common structure of the autobiography by critiquing, changing, and expanding the genre. Her books center on themes including racism, identity, family, and travel. We here at Reasoning Thursday salute a great woman, the Dr. Meyer, and
And
Thank you.
leaving out with the man himself, Mr. Don Minette. He says a revolutionary song.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Check us out this Saturday for the Lady D show. Queen, you want to say arrivederci to your listeners?
River friends, and I love you guys. Remember, subscribe to our station, put a thumb up. That's a like button. Press it and share it. Share it with your friends. See you next week, same time, same place.
The
Good
Respecter.
night.
Yeah. Respect. Keep your life energized.
All right.
Good night.
Donna.
Hey, good night, everyone, and tune in next week. See you then.
All right. Loving it to the maximum. You all have a blessed and fantabulous night. Once again, join us for the Lady D show, 12 to 4,
Good
as
night,
we
everyone.
interview this man right here, Don Minette.
Revolutionary sound. I wanna sing a revolutionary song. Wanna sing a revolutionary song. I wanna sing a revolutionary song.
Dun, dun, dun.
At the bottom of this ladder.
You're in tune to the Powerhouse Radio, linking the world to the earth.